if you're going to disagree on something, disagree on fact. Don't be like the left. Disagree on fact. Disagree on concrete. Because if you're not, then A, where are you getting your information? And B, what is the purpose that someone has of giving you bad information? I question some of this stuff. Even some people on the right who put information out there. Why would anybody want to give you bad information unless it's to manipulate you so that you can be used to amplify something that you would not amplify if you knew you had the full facts at hand, if you knew the story? I mean, gosh, this is like the same thing with the Russian collusion stuff on the left. There were some people in the middle that were like, oh, I don't know. It seems, look at these reporters reporting this stuff. Well, guess what these people didn't know? They didn't know that the reporters were being financed by the DNC and the Clinton campaign. They didn't know that these reporters were getting Oppo research that was so discredited that the FBI, the left-leaning heads at the FBI wouldn't even validate it because they were worried that their next would be on the chopping block. They didn't want to validate it. They didn't know they were working with someone who literally was colluding with the Kremlin to try to get this dossier going. These people reading these pieces didn't know that. They didn't know that you had reporters that were laundering Oppo research so that they could get an unconstitutional surveillance warrant on somebody. They didn't know that. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of the people that believe this stuff, I don't believe all of them are bad. I think a lot of them are being fed lies so that they can be used. This is why you have to question everything. Because yes, it is true that we live in the greatest age of information ever. But it is also true that a consequence of that means it is easier than ever to fool somebody. So you have due diligence in making sure that the information that you are receiving is accurate. Earlier about the Apex, but it's literally a federal law that it can't be foreign. People are like, well, why don't they register with FARA, a Foreign Agents Registration Act? Because it's entirely an American group of American, every bit of it's American, and it's all American dollars. We got to be really careful in what we're believing. If it's really about truth and it's really about saving the country, then it really needs to be predicated upon truth.